Hey you guys, what is up? Turumba here. Welcome to a new Attila campaign, and it's Grand Campaign, and it's a mod named Forgotten Realms. Um, I like this mod. Um, there's not much to say. So the main thing for this mod is, and I can show you, it's actually that we can play as a lot of factions which are not available, and they are yeah, well integrated. It's not just an unlock thing, it's unlocking and does a little bit more. It implements that faction well, and that's worth a lot. It feels all round. Everything is fine integrated, just as if you would play a vanilla faction. Um, there has been slightly changes. We have, for example, war weariness in the campaign. There has been made changes in the public order. So if you ever struggled in legendary and for the public order, so here it's pretty low actually. It's just -1. And you usually have a public order penalty on legendary of -8, so that's a big difference, which makes, yeah, which makes it actually possible to, let's say, conquer a region and don't have for sure a rebellion there. There's a difference between occupy and loot and occupy in the instability. Yeah, I do think this mod does a lot positive things. It feels fresh to me, but yeah, my last two campaigns were on Age of Vikings, and if you haven't seen it, it drags along, and we are. It was a fucking hard campaign with the Kingdom of Dublin, and yeah. So, and I'm not sure if you see this in the future, but I'm not sure if we have played the Kingdom of Sicily with the medieval 1995 mod even further. So yeah, but here you can play as the Bodunians, as Zabir. White Hunts as always, Magias, and Roxolinians. That's quite nice. Here it's the same. Several Eastern Empires now. You can start out as one of the Sassanid puppet states. I haven't looked into it. I'm not even sure if you start out as a puppet state. I guess yes, but it's still quite interesting. I do think I will do one of those maybe on stream soon. But yeah, we will see. Great migrators. Um, Laziges are now available. Um, the rest is known more or less. Here we have at the Thuringians, yeah, right. Those are there. The Northmen though got the Angles on top, and as you have might seen in the little intro, this is what we're gonna play for reasons I will explain. Celts is the same. Desert Kingdoms has add the Morians, which is kind of nice actually. Kind of looking forward to do this as well, but yeah, since I have played those factions a lot. Yeah, well, I kind of would like to look into it, but yeah, no haste there. So, the Slavs. It's not really historically accurate to call those guys Slavs, but they are playable now, and I'm kind of fine if they get a slightly different rooster. I don't know, 400 years later it would be quite accurate, maybe under a different name, but yeah. At this point, these guys are usually Germanic, but yeah, here we go, and it's kind of fine, I do think. Just to have them as a playable factions. Barbarian tribes, it's more or less Quadians, Gepids, Groitongians, and Bastanians. I would like to try those guys as well, even though I do think they have a terrible place to start. But yeah, it's kind of nice. But yeah. So and Eastern Realms are there as well. So that's basically a continuing from this one. But yeah, still, look at that. Kartli, Abaskia, Getulians, Gassanids, Mazoon. I would like to try those guys as well because they are not unimportant there. If you play in this region, actually, you always stumble upon those guys at a certain point. That's interesting. And Aran, well. Yeah, guys. So this is what the mod does. It has slightly modded on the battlefield as well. And they said the speed has been changed. The overpowered melee attack has been changed. Um, what else? Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. A little bit. The fleets have got a little bit more man. I do think the boats, that is, and every boat is kinda attached to with a Scorpio or something like that. I haven't looked into that, and yeah, we will see how that actually turns out. Can't really. I'm not sure if it really counts for every boat or something. A Viking boat with a Scorpio, well, who knows? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. So I have played the Angles. On stream for a couple of hours, threes that is, and if you have seen it on stream, I will do basically the same because yeah, it's given basically that you do that. What we are about to do. So we play on legendary, but yeah, as I said, it's kind of fresh because it's the public order makes a big difference. You know, the main thing about legendary and very hard is a little bit more public order penalty, and this is so. Whatever you think about legendary, should do it or not do it or whatever, or how tough it is or whatever. This is a non-tough one. We have the same battlefield penalties as on very hard, which is the highest battle code difficulty. Well, here we go. Angli. Yeah, guys, I'm kind of happy to play with those guys because yeah, it's basically my homeland. If you have seen the Westphalian campaign, I kind of let that drop as well, and yeah, I'm kind of looking really forward to it. So I'm born here in Hamburg, and this shall actually be Hamburg, I've been told, but it's not really. Yeah, it's not the place where Hamburg is actually, and I live here. So yeah, here we go, and we play as Angelos. I'm as the Angles, how they are called then. Sometimes in the game they are called Angli, which is I guess just the Latin term for that. But yeah. I'm a little bit excited, guys. Uh, yeah, so let's hope we got a good roll here with our king and stuff. Wealth. Yeah, sure. He shall be. Okay, that's all already fine. Thus, he will. I'm not sure if he fights early on. Oh, he's a merchant as well. Hmm. Okay, we have two merchants. That's kind of cool, actually. Okay, tax rate and marksman. Um, so what we wanna have in every case is we're gonna get a scanser, and it's actually I'm gonna do what I would do in the campaign start series, but I don't start out as in Haven or in the Utes one. Oh shit! I didn't talk about the traits they have. So they have which is kind of nice. Viking Raiders, it's meh. I'm not a big fan of raiding, sacking, and or looting. If the well, it's kind of cool, you know, looting. You need money, it's fine. But the main thing about those guys is their actual faction trait is income, extra income for every enemy unit destroyed, and that's just awesome. I just love that, you know. This is why I love the Utes as well. Um, you know, you kind of have to run down your enemies, otherwise you will just fight them again in the most cases. So you kind of want to destroy them completely, and that takes usually a shit ton of time. And here it is rewarded. I just love that trait on the Angli. Yeah, and we get a missile attack range plus 20% for archer units, all forces. I haven't really realized that it's that good. We will be able to get more or less very early a decent archers, and they have basically the elite Germanic archers, and these guys have already a little bit more range. So I couldn't really tell if it goes down or if it comes to that or not. So yeah, I wasn't really sure about that. So I guess we're just gonna start to fight. But do we start to fight with him though? That is difficult. It's kind of worth. If everything is good, we will have Frisia as well, and Frisia has furs, and furs give us money and commerce, commerce money and food, and yeah, that's kind of good. But I'm not entirely sure if we should put our king immediately in here. So it's cool that we have another merchant. That is really good, and I really enjoy that actually. Um, yeah, no, let him fight. I say let him fight. How old is he? 21. Yeah, sure, let him fight, man. Let him fight. So Wulfric will be our governor then. There will be a little bit of commerce money. There's at least one harbor and the fur here. That will be fine. What I did last time was to go for an artisan very early, and we tried to get us the wood carver early on so that we get our own onaga. That would be yeah, quite important. So for here I would like to have at least one more, maybe even two, but yeah, we will see how that turns out. And give me 3 horses. So this is basically all of our money. So we're gonna go for woodcarver as fast as possible. And yeah, so there has been change slightly here as well. It's not that much, but it has changed a bit. Um, so and the main thing is really for me at least, what really goes into my head is the difficulty level. Okay, at the moment it's -2. I don't know. I had as -1 actually the last time I played, but yeah, here we go. It's just -2. It's really that feels fresh. That feels really fresh. So diplomatic wise, they have been tied in with a non-aggression pact with the Franks and with the Saxons, which is kind of nice actually, and we will try to get a trade agreement that's even high, sweet. Let's see if we can get a little bit of money out of that. 800, that's super good. So we don't want to do too much with the other guys, but we want to be more or less friends with those guys, because the Varanians are at war with the Danes. And yeah, thus, let's make friends with those guys. What about trade? They are even also very much interested. That's cool. What about a non-aggression pact? Moderate as well, rejected, but that's fine. So we could go trade with the Utes, but I'm not really keen to do so. So that's fine. We even have, I do think, military access with the Saxons. Is that the case? Yes, it is the case. Okay, so yeah, we will actually go to that point. What?
Ready for orders. Is there nothing else?
And we're gonna start to recruit here again.
You get to work.
1, 2, 3. So,
Ready for battle.
we might should take that as well. It might be a very good idea. And then we just attack. The thing is, yeah, maybe one of those guys will take that Onaga, and if that's the case,
Ready for orders.
yeah, wait until we can get one, and that's not really what we want. That's 700. Thinking about another archer and these guys. So we have place for 2, 1, 2, and 3, and that would be. Let's just check it out. What money? We have 1,400. That's 300. Yeah, okay, no, that's fine. I say we're gonna do that. For this, we're gonna get rid of one of those. Yeah. And now we're gonna do it. So maybe we are lucky, and we kind of need a little bit punchy here with the Germanic warband. We need as much as shooters as we can, because yeah, I mean, if we have the 20% range, let's just do that. And we need the Onaga, therefore they will sally out. So what usually happens here is the Utes will attack Rugion. And the Varanians, and that's kind of cool. I don't mind that at all. We would go for public order +4 because we are just at -4, and this is really a nice thing, guys. I can't really. Listen, my teeth. Oh my god, that looks terrible. Oh well, I don't give a shit if you don't give a shit. I promise you, my teeth doesn't look unreal. Oh my god. Ha 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 ha. I'm not sure if the actual footage will show it like that, but it looks like a nutcracker. I don't know if you. Oh well, doesn't matter. So this is a quite nice one. This feels so fresh and so, I don't know, less burdened. You know, I really like it. Yeah, can't stress that out enough. And just so you know, we have an Onaga which costs 900 per turn, and we get those guys, and we will be pretty much at 0 with our income, even a little bit. This is 600, 700, yeah, pretty much at 0. But we have a full stack and are not in the minus. This alone is quite worth a lot. So, and I do hope the Danes will attack Rugion, and it doesn't matter what outcome it will be. Their starting army will be pretty bad, actually, because they just fought. Even if they have a glorious win, I do think it will be fine for us. So I guess what is it here? Oh yeah, sure. Mission issued. Sure. And 2 agreements with those guys. That's fine. So we will attack, doesn't matter what comes. Well, their fleet is there. That's kind of interesting. So that means maybe we only have to face their main stack, which is actually hard enough, to be honest. Can we reach those guys? It kind of looks like. Can we get some money because we fight them? Maybe the Varanians will give us a bit. Oh, they had war with the Geats as well. That's interesting. So this is high. 500 is already just moderate. Okay, let's give me 300, dude. 300. That's not much to ask. Okay. Done. And I say we're gonna go. So there's no red. Uh, I do hope everything will be fine.
Your next command?
Yeah.
We take this settlement for the tribe!
Okay, this will be a hard nut to crack, guys. Not gonna lie. They have basically the same, a little less archers, but yeah, this will be a hard nut to crack. I guess we're gonna go nut cracking. Da-da-da-da-da-da-dan. So to the changes, they said battle movement speed has been changed, but I don't know which direction actually. To be honest, I didn't really realize the drastic change or anything like that. And two things. Well, and one thing is thanks to Zamio again, who has pointed me to this mod. And yeah, thanks to Mauzer, which is seemingly the man who put it up on the Steam Workshop. So this will be our place here because of this little hill, and I would like to fight on that hill. Which, what is a little bit not so good is that we maybe, so our tier 1 spears have basically no spear wall or anything. Our Onaga will be in a bad place, so to say, but we wanna try that we can hit both of the watchtowers. So we need to be in a position where we can hit them both, and that's actually the case. Okay. Thus, we're gonna move a little bit more in this direction. Okay. So, archers in front, all on fire. They are on fire! So, these guys are just hidden. Oh, why are you not hidden, sir?
Pierce their hearts!
Hide. There we go. One of you goes in there. That's basically as a surprise for the enemy horses. Even though they will be attacked as soon as they get discovered, but yeah, it's their problem, not mine. So that's fine so far. You go wherever the enemy has a couple of axes, and those axes will make short work with our Nordic Levy here. So yeah, kind of have to see how that turns out. So we still have one of those, and he will be the man willing to die for our archers. So he would just stand there, throw his shit, and die, I guess, pretty quickly. You will a little bit protecting the flanks. Just a little bit. I'm hoping that these guys can throw their pillar. That would be best if they do that at all. So now our general, which is our king as well, so he might die. That can really happen. Just saying. Yeah, but he has shield wall and rally, plus 1 moral. Well, you never know. Maybe it's the tip, man. The one tip. So you don't shoot as you like, but you shoot with fire. And we're gonna start. Hit that tower. So I do hope those guys will come out. What they are doing. Shoot faster, sir. Shoot the fuck faster. So I do hope one shot is for now enough, and there will be fire next to the tower. Oh, we didn't hit the tower though.
We have sighted the enemy!
I'll try a luck. Yeah, maybe Maybe they will all catch fire there. Sweet. So first horses on the way on both flanks actually. So you make ready, and he's firing. But they are going straight for the archers, which is not a stupid decision at all. But those guys throw in, that's good. And they're kinda hanging there, that's cool. We don't even need to activate our little guys here. Oh, that's pretty good. I like that. The more horses we have over, the more actually we can use them for their archers, which are pretty
Our hidden units have been discovered.
in danger as well. So he's about to die, that's just
The
fine.
men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
So you just throw your shit. Those guys are standing, that's good. So I guess he will go for those guys, and we will help those guys. So you will go to shit. Fucking. We need to kill those axes, otherwise we're gonna get in trouble here. So they have landed a couple of
The enemy is going for our general. Protect him.
well, a couple. That's a lie actually. So you attack him. Do that manually. We bring the horses out. Okay, looks good, looks good. Attacking our general, let's go into shield wall. Keep those guys busy. You shoot at these guys, I don't care. You fire into the mob, and we are starting to chase the actually we need a little bit help here. No, we just let him. Need to chase the archers. So they're doing a good job, that's cool.
The men are broken and running for their lives.
This is not cool because we have no chance against their warlord. Our Onaga even killed the other tower. Good work, man. Good fucking work. So we gotta keep those guys busy. Good hit. Okay, first of those guys are on the run. Gotta do that. Just into the mob with you. You need to run away, and you need to help here. Keep him busy. So this will break. I guess we're gonna bring our general to that place. And you guys doing exactly that. Fall into the rear. Do all of that and maybe attack those guys. A little bit around actually. Okay. So these horses found their courage. Deal with those archers. Those archers are a little bit wrong in midst of that. General, go in, sir, and have a little rally here. +1 moral, never wrong. Okay, fuck them up here now, guys. Their general is attacking. We are luckily out of ammunition. Otherwise, we would have killed. Our help here. Oh, this is not good. Our general stands alone. You've got to help here, sir. You will start to shoot in that thingy. Those guys are doing pretty good, and all our horses are on the route. Okay. Doesn't look that good, actually. Move around, and you move in again. What the fuck? Oh, there's an... Ah.
We hunger for blood and battle. Understood. Watch out. One commander.
He had a little bit help from those Nordic
The men
Levi.
have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
Okay, let's see that we make it here. You two there, you help there, and you two move this way around. And I would like you to be bundled and we just kill the enemy general, because our general will get killed every fucking second now.
Understood. They will bleed for us. Warriors eager for blood.
This is another general, not to underestimate. You two go for heavy shot.
Our men have regrouped.
Okay, we got him.
The enemy are losing ground.
I do hope so, sir. I do hope so.
Men of the north.
Disappeared. Yes.
The enemy has laid an ambush.
I wouldn't call that an ambush directly, but yeah. You do you, man. You do you. So what's left? Let's bundle what's left. Okay, these guys are on the run. We don't need to deal with them. The archers shoot their general, and these guys maybe fuck off immediately. They're just Nordic, a Nordic band. Not the best choice. We have those guys as well, and they didn't do bad actually. Are these guys even shooting? Not really. You go in, you run out. And the horses can go in as well. Wire, you go and catch his last peeler.
Are wavering.
Wait for it actually. Why waste man? Why? We have still a lot of ammunition, let's just do that.
Unit is running from the
Bum
enemy.
ba bum 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 bum. Would like to see the message that we have killed him, because these guys will be way easier
Our
to
men
scare
run from
off.
the enemy. This is
Nope.
shameful.
Can't believe that these guys still run away, man. The enemy general is dead,
General has been
wavering, done.
Excellent.
Okay.
Praise the gods. Your victory is moments away.
That is not moments, it's now, sir, now. But, well, we've paid our price, I just want to point that out. So, now it's getting a little bit interesting. Well, we have Haven, that's all fine and dandy. But, oh, a good one, actually. So, we know about that. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, the 200 guys. Yeah, the X-Men. I mean, those all of our spearmen did kind of good as well. 120, 133. That's all good, nice and dandy. These guys killed 180. Sweet, man. Horses, well, around the same. Couple of them not though. Yeah, they got pretty stuck there against the general. But yeah, they actually did what they were supposed to. They stopped their archers at shooting. Maybe our king would have been dead by now, you know. It can go in a snap, man. So, um, this is really nice. Loot and occupy is money plus province instability, of course, and minus 15 conquest. This is just for one turn. But if you only occupy, and this is what I really missed in the vanilla game, is actually conquest penalty for one turn 5, and after that province instability 1. So and it goes down by 1 every turn. So this is kind of nice, you know. It's if we would, for example, go for in vanilla for province in basically 3 turns. There is no way you can except you have 3 different fat stacks and stay in the city. But there's actually no way you can not have a rebellion. Here, if you say, okay, I don't want the money, I want just the infrastructure, you get the infrastructure. You know, that's a really nice one, and we're gonna go this way actually.
For the tribe!
I really enjoy that.
Ready for
So,
orders!
we are not gonna maybe let's merge those. And that might be it already. I would like to have 5 here,
That's
and thus we're gonna do it this way. And big question is, are we gonna wait until the next Onaga is finished, or do we just stay like that? So all they have actually is those 5 ships, which are, funnily enough, in that city, in the zone of control of that city. That means they have to attack. Wherever they go, they have to attack. They can attack us, of course, or Rugion, but one of those two they have to attack, or they cannot move at all, which they might choose to do. I
thirsty
wouldn't
for the
attack.
fight!
No joke. So, it's the Nordic one. We go in every case in direction of Champions of the North. On tier 2 it's immune to snow attrition. And enemy moral -2, but yeah, that doesn't really do much, except for enemy moral -2. But you know what I mean? Champions of the North, attrition to snow. That's just not even worth thinking about other things. Okay, he does that already. Do we just build him up as a? I do think we're gonna do that, guys. Yeah, let's do that. Construction costs. And then we're gonna switch already with another guy. Yeah, I do think that's a good start. You have done your duty, sir. You have shown the world that you can fight. Guess we're gonna go for the marksman. Why is he... Do we have even another one? Wow. Oh, that's interesting, actually. What are we gonna do? Is that really like I... So we have him there, and he is a governor. Oh, fuck, he has war cry. Is that... I would say we go for the marksman. And we put him into Skansa. Yeah, I do think we're gonna do that. Yeah. So these are elite Germanic archers in our province, in our garrison already. That's quite nice.
Ready for orders!
But yeah, I mean they are really expensive. Thus I tend to just take 2 for possible fire and whistling blow.
For the tribe!
Yeah, and that's it basically. Do we get rid of him or don't we? Of the owner, that is. Mm, how far are we away? 3, 4 turns basically, and then I guess at least 2 turns. Yeah, 3 turns. Okay, 3 turns to build the actual wood carver. I guess.
Ready for orders.
I guess we're gonna get rid of it. It's just too much money per turn. We might keep these guys though. We will pretty fast get other ones as well. But yeah, so we will repair all of that. Yeah,
For the tribe.
and we keep this Germanic archer. Yes.
Ready for battle.
So and if we can, we even gonna get one of those or one of those again. So they have one there as well. Okay, that's kind of good to know.
Thirsty for battle.
Yeah, let's get rid of him. So he costs 150. Wow, that's also quite a lot. Oh, we won't change it though. It's kind of fine. 1,800 per turn. We even could, because we have so little population, we could just go to the growth way and just lose 400 bucks per turn, but we're still making 1,400. So that's quite nice, and we don't need to worry about public order. So this is really something, that doesn't count in vanilla actually. If you have basically no taxes, maybe even your king is basically a saint compared to their former king, which was maybe a cruel torturer and spread fear and all of this stuff. Nope, they were highly dissatisfied that they can't pay taxes anymore and have a good ruler now. Stuff like that. Yeah. And here it comes into account, and this is I really like that. I really like that. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead. So now we'll keep, or try to keep the episodes short. So we are gonna say between guys, you know me. Sometimes it's 1 hour and 1 hour and I don't know, over an hour, and sometimes it's not. And yeah, here we go. But usually it's around an hour. But I kind of want to reduce it. This is a little bit madness actually. So what are we gonna do is we're saying between 35 minutes and 55, and yeah, so basically 45 optimal, but yeah, you will get sometimes a little less and sometimes a little bit more. And if it goes over 1 hour, 1 hour a little, if I actually forget time, it will be 2 short ones. So yeah, so that means on the other hand, you maybe not get a hello in the beginning and a hello, goodbye in the end. Just saying that. So let's have a look.
Thirsty for
Plus
battle.
20 fucking 6. Oh my god, this goes great.
Ready for orders.
So let's have a look. This has been built. What I did on the stream was I kind of did the wood carver here, and I did here already. What was it? Yeah, a smithy. That turned out to be good, and I might do the same, but we have to wait a little
Warriors
bit.
all.
I'm thinking about, do we have... What if we gonna get us... Yeah, we can actually look into what those guys are doing. You know what? I want to have a war cry for our army. I just love Warcry, guys. Rally is not bad, but it's actually the opposite of Warcry. It's moral high for us, and we wanna have moral down for our enemies. And this is what Warcry does. So I'm not entirely sure. We might just get him as a governor in there. Or we can only have one, so okay, that doesn't really matter thus. So then we can have a look. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's get us him, raise an army there, go in. What you got, sir? So what I want is more horses. Yeah, let us get an even one of those more. Yeah, sure, let's do it. So you're gonna get one of those. And you're gonna get two of those, maybe two of those, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh yeah, the recruitment cap has been changed as well. So the tier 1 stuff is basically one turn, but the higher tier stuff is it's also tier 1. I don't know where it starts to need two turns to recruit them, but there are a couple of units which are takes 2 turns to recruit, and that's, I find it quite okay actually. You know, it's just that you have to think about it, and you can always still get the not so good ones if you need numbers fast. So, but yeah, with the end of that turn, guys, we're gonna say goodbye. That was an official goodbye. Yeah, okay. Yeah, hope you like it, guys. Turumba's homeland goes on to expand. I'm looking forward to do that. It's the Angles, guys, the Angles. It's actually a pretty small region at the moment in this German province, I guess you could call it like that, is and the Angles well, is just only a place, a very small place. Well, yeah. So this whole province is named Schleswig-Holstein, and within that there is an angle. But yeah. Anywho, guys, here, here we are. I'm gonna take Skansa. And it feels good to be back into the Grand Campaign. I just want to point that out there. I've actually have a little bit enough of Age of Vikings for now. It's the Age of Charlemagne map is, yeah, it kind of feels limiting, and yeah, I might just played it a little bit too much, or don't know really. Anyway, we will see, guys. We will see. Hope you're with me, the Angles, and wherever you are, have a nice one. Bye.